Hello everybody and welcome back to Detention with me, TransFan. Now before we get started, there is something I need to talk about. Okay, this episode is not going to be blind because unfortunately, I recorded this episode previously but I messed up the audio settings and it was unusable. We ended up getting the bad ending, which wasn't very satisfying. So I'm using a walkthrough and we're gonna get the good ending. So I apologize if you wanted a fully blind Let's Play, but yeah, I messed up. But the end result is that you'll get to see both endings. Yay. Alrighty, let's do this. Our life would vanish, but not our guilt. I am you. Yet you are not me. It's the sin that makes you linger in this realm. Memories like mirrors reflecting the true likeness of your soul. In a world full of pain and suffering. Bang Ray Shin, what do you fear the most? Losing myself? Believe that we are all born free. Eager to walk on your own path. And afraid of losing yourself. You are me. Okay. Everything is all squiggly. That won't do. Someone should clean that up. Doors blocked by an unknown force. Okay. Well, we've seen this sort of effect before whenever we're playing as Wei at the start. Okay. Oh. Well, we've seen them before. The bonfire hope is almost depleted, diminishing in the wind. Some of the book contents might conflict with your everyday thoughts, but this material will help you engage in reflective and independent thinking. Well, let's call it a day. I do want to remind you all again to never mention the book club to anyone else. That's the first rule of book club, you know, for that might put yourself and others in great danger. And Wei, I'd like to ask you a favor. Yes, Miss Yin? Is it about the new books? I've already given the list to Mr. Shang. He said the shipping company won't help us anymore, but he'll figure something out. The government is enforcing restrictions on all imports. Soon the book club might come to an end. Miss Yin, why are things like this? I'm sorry, Wei. There's nothing I could do either. Oh, just one more thing before you go. Mr. Shang never brought us any of these books in the first place, right? I knew I could always count on you. Putting some of the past events in perspective. Had a journal clipping blacklisted to return home from burial. Half a century in exile, blacklisted to return home for burial. During the period of martial law, Miss Yin Sui Han was a wanted political fugitive. She was lucky to evade arrest and left the country, only to be blacklisted. She traveled the world fighting for human rights and freedom of expression, but unfortunately died of lung cancer at the age of 50. Her last wish was to be able to return to her hometown. Now this wish could be achieved with the lifting of martial law. Okay. Nothing over here. But yeah, that notebook with all the books in it, that must have been the gun/book list that we received before. Okay, let's go left. Through the squiggly school? What's this room again? No, I can't tell. Oh, hey there. The way forward is the path to your past. However, the road ahead has crumbled. The classroom's not a road. Lead me anywhere, and I will follow you like a shadow. Okay. The door handle's broken. I can't get in. Alrighty then. Yep, they really will follow us. Can open this door. Hey there. How you doing? The sliding door is wrapped in barbed wire. Not quite what I was looking at, but hey. Can open this door. I don't remember what I had to do to get her to stay over there. Oh yes, that's right. Let's boogie on over this way. She can't follow us if she can't see us, right? So we'll loop around. Hey there. Who'd be calling at a time like this? Okay. Remember that from very early on in the game. And there she is. Remember when you enrolled, so full of passion, participating in every school activity, showing off your academic abilities, grabbing the attention of your peers and teachers. Then things took a turn for the worse at home. All the attention quickly turned into unwanted scrutiny. So you chose to escape. The world is immeasurably vast. There's always a place to hide. You are me. It's like spiritual relay. This place is completely lifeless. Even ideas are buried here. Remember to thoroughly destroy each book, and add the spirit money to throw them off. There can't be any intact book pages, or else this will be for naught. Hey. Wei? You're closer with Miss Yin. I heard that she had to flee the country overnight. Is that true? I'm not sure. She never said anything about leaving. Well, that kind of comes with fleeing. Unlike Mrs. Yin, or sorry, Miss Yin, we don't have the connections to guide us to safety. Aren't you afraid? Well, actually, what bothers me the most is... Do you know how the reading list got leaked out? Oh, I have an idea. Stop asking questions. I'm as clueless as you. Just hurry up and finish this. We don't want to get caught. Written verdict from court. Important piece of the verdict. Chang Min-hui, district-level educator, is found guilty with students Wei and others of collusion with communist forces. Chang Min-hui is to put to death after the court's ruling. Wei Cheng-ting pleads guilty to affiliation with communist forces, reading a prohibited text with rebellious and corrupt thoughts, will be sentenced to 15 years jail time. So Wei got off easy because they rolled over. Yeah. Seems like revealing that book list ruined a lot of lives. Well, let's follow Waldo there. See, I'm not sure what color their shirt is supposed to be. It's kind of hard to tell in black and white. Okay. The door is barred by a broom. There's a note on top of it. Snitcher. Remove the broom. Well, we know who the snitcher is, don't we? Well, they just vanished again. They don't seem to want to talk to us. Note entry. Excerpt. That time, in fear, forcing herself to breed hatred. Who knew that she would take that leap and leave this world behind? Nary a last word because of fear? Remorse? The reason remains undecided. I was left with a blur of confused thoughts spiraling through my mind. When I saw the sunlight again, things have changed drastically. My loved ones and the teacher went to a higher place. She was buried in an unmarked grave, leaving me a decrepit man. See, this has me believe that the gentleman that we've been following with the striped shirt is Wei. After they served their 15 years. They look to be mid-30s-ish, I think. And from the sounds of it, Ray killed themselves, which might be obvious if we're to believe the little hallucinations we've been seeing throughout the game. And we did see an unmarked grave, but it wasn't ours, it wasn't Ray's, it was Wei's. But maybe this is a unreliable narrator sort of situation. Okay. Don't mind if I do. I don't remember what room this was initially. I don't remember there just being a small room with the save point in it. Okay, we'll come up in a different place. Seems to be in the red house. Okay. There's a note on the cart. Well, there's no cart there now. Alrighty. They're not letting us click on them. And we can't continue on. For the detritus, the debris. I can't seem to go through the light. There's a big chasm here. And another light switch. And then if we go back this way, I think... There we go. Stop them. Acting immediately on one's determination. This is the philosophy he believed in. That someone should take fate into their own hands. With you following him, what ideas do you hold? Take hold of your destiny. That is a charming thought. So life has gained a goal. Next to him you found yourself. You are me. If it wasn't apparent enough, these answers are what determine your ending. Which I'm honestly not a big fan of. Okay. Go back over this way. Oh, the door's locked. Okay. If I remember correctly, that goes to the roof. I think. At least when we're initially here. Oh, we can go out here. No matter how many times this replays, nothing can be unwound. You can never redeem yourself. Instructor Bai. This is the book list I mentioned before. I found it in our teacher's desk. Miss Fang, country appreciates your assistance. That's the line that we seen whenever we dialed number on the phone and it caused the military police puppet to show up. Did you think finding something to rely on would stave off your fear? One day, however, he was gone, just like that. You've lost everything you can depend on. What choice will you make now? Try to take them back? The instructor's sharp gaze was stifling. You steeled yourself and performed without hesitation. In that one moment, transforming into a pitiless patriot. Easier than you think, right? You are me. If it wasn't apparent enough, it seems that she handed over the book list to Instructor Bai, and that's what resulted in people dying and fleeing and being imprisoned. Back up on the roof. I wonder why they put barbed wire here. Birds, maybe? Don't think they need that much. Yep, I believe that was Wei. Apparently he's taken up smoking. Yellowed paper plane. From the white deer to my white daffodil. Fate holds us apart, so let us meet again in another life, to our freedom. The white deer supposed to be the counselor? I think that's what that is. We've been referred to as the white daffodil. Open the door. Chengmin Hui, you are suspected of spreading anti-government propaganda, smuggling banned books and organizing illegal gatherings. Court has already obtained the necessary evidence. We will now arrest you on the grounds of rebellious activities. Do not resist on pain of death. Looks like it will be difficult to escape this time. Fine. Take my head so that I may join my brothers and sisters in death. Why? Aren't people born to live freely? To think openly, to speak their minds without restriction or fear? Freedom of belief, love, and self-realization. Being with you was a happiness of the simplest and purest kind. I couldn't help but think. When we could be hand in hand living an untroubled life. But in the end, this is only a fool's dream. I too am vain, like the daffodils, fixated on my grandiosity. The world is not ready for the likes of us. Daffodils died by a river of crimson blood, decaying rust-like into the void. Construction signboard. Evidence of vandalism, alongside many signs of protest. Metal lodging for laborers. Alas, to be demolished, all to be demolished. Okay. Fired from the heavens and hampered from the underworld. Alone and wandering, forever she goes. Pitiful. Well, I assume she's referring to, Ray. big old stump. A large banyan tree's been cut down. It's weathered the storm of generations, yet it fell under the sharp edge of human desire. Anything in our notebook? Amnesty certificate. A certificate of amnesty. Name Wei Chung Ting. Type of pardon? Amnesty. Crime declared invalid. I thought I would rot in jail. I didn't expect to live past martial law. People say I'm a victim of politics. My crime was written off, but my youth is long past. Something lost can never be regained. Letters from home. A yellowed letter. My son, Chung Ting. Even though I witness sickness and death on a daily basis, this still fills my heart with grief. Your mother's disease was utterly untreatable. I can only hope she died without worry, without pain. A person's body can be physically locked up, but your mind is always free to go where it pleases. Father hopes you could still get some peace of mind in this situation. Stay warm, stay safe. Your father, Jia Xing? I think that's spelled Xing, not like Zing. Yeah. Anyway. Eventually, Mother still passed away. Father didn't take it well. I had to take a break from his clinic work. His written words were spirited and calming. They supported me during my darkest days. Written verdict from court. I think I read these in the wrong order. I mean, I read them in the order they're presented. Torn piece of the verdict. Cheng Minghui, district level educator. Okay, no, we read this already. 15 years of my life were taken away by a piece of paper. I can still clearly remember when the military police came knocking and carried me off in front of my mother. Little did I know that it was the last time I would see her face. Okay, we've seen that one. After being released from jail, I haven't had any contact with Miss Yin. I couldn't believe it at first, but I heard she had passed away abroad due to lung cancer. Like with my mother, only after seeing her ashes with my own eyes was I able to realize I had lost a familiar part of my heart forever. Okay, I've seen that one. It doesn't matter what I was feeling back then. Only pain and sadness remain. Okay. Time. It rots everything away. Even I cannot hide from it. I like interactive credit sequences. So I guess this is the campus now. I mean, I assume this is reality at this point. There's no spooky things happening, so... But then again, like, the last third of this game had a real tonal shift, didn't it? Went from horror game to kind of a tragic story. Alrighty. So that was Detention. The good ending. Which is a lot better than the bad ending. Maybe you still want to forget. Maybe you're still afraid. Facing your own aspirations, but not confessing to the truth. I am you. But you are not me. Constantly cycling over and over, with only the river Sansu at the end of your journey. Yet the knot of sin still lies unsolved. The bridge leading to Paramita lies in... So the Requiem, with a warm crescendo, welcomes you once again. Sin. Life ends, but sin is permanent. In silence, I await my curtain call. And that was Detention's bad ending. So it made it sound like Ray was in some sort of purgatory. I've mentioned the river Sanzu and something else there. Paramita, I think. I'm not familiar with the mythology used in this game, but I assume it's a purgatory sort of deal. But yeah, that was that. And that was Detention. Both endings. If you liked it, want to give it a like, a comment, or constructive criticism. And if you want more like this, or like other games, because I do play a variety of them, why not subscribe? Either way, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope you'll join me next time. Stay spicy.